Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate you all who have been subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. For those of you following me for different reasons, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. So today I'm going to be doing another review. Yes. Damilola Mike Bamiloye just dropped, I think, 2 new movies on his YouTube channel, but I'm going to be reviewing one, which is One Street, One Sound, or OSOS, OSOS, or something like that. Anyway, it's in fact, that movie blew my mind. If you're a fan of Christian movies and you really want to have quality, interesting, comedic movie to watch, you need to go and check out that movie on his channel. One Street, One Sound. That movie was really good. The director was Adeola Oluwagbemi. He was the director, he was the writer, and he was also the producer. Adeola, please, you did a very good job. I just have to say this to you because the directing was on point, the writing was on point, the producing was also on point. I mean, everything was just so good in that about the movie. I would talk about the cast. I would say that the cast were just fantastic. I kind of knew the some of the guys from Gbemi, and I think one of the movies, Laide's Note, and they did a very fantastic job. Good cast, I would say. I mean, every role was well interpreted. Like I could, pick out all the lessons. We had time to laugh, especially the Kingsley guy. Kingsley was played by Femi Adebile. I'm sorry if I murdered the name, but the Kingsley's character was very funny. He's been a funny guy. I think from the movie Gbemi, he was funny, and in this movie too, he was quite funny. Everything about the movie was interesting. It has a lot of lessons for the youth. So let me talk about the movie. So the movie was about four young people. Okay, 2 were workers in church, while 2 were just, people who didn't really understand and didn't really have a very good relationship with God. So, these other 2 were kind of dating, they kind of loved each other, but they were always engaging in phone sex. And the character Jumi, which was played by Adeola Adetoye, she was addicted. She had some addictions that was very difficult for her to break out from. She was addicted to masturbation, the phone sex, and so many other things that she was, and she had multiple sexual partners, and she was not necessarily hiding it. She had the friend in Kingsley who she told all these things, and herself and Kingsley always engaged in phone sex. So you see, the things the story is about, there are things that are prevalent in our society. There are things that everyone goes through, or some youths are going through right now, which that's why I've been saying very good thumbs up to the writer of the story. And the other character, Jadel was played by Anu Kolade, was dating TJ, who was like, I think he was like the choir director. And these 2 people, though they were active people in church, they would always say, oh, I'm going to church. They were just, they were so swinging it and, getting along sexually and having abortions without anybody knowing, and these are things that we find in our churches today. There are things that are happening. I personally understand the place of sexual temptations for young people, but I also understand the power in Christ to save us as long as we come out and we ask for his help. So, anyway, these 4 young people, 2 active in church, but their relationships were not so deep. And we had this Jimmy who was dealing with an addiction, and we had Kingsley who was doubting God. He had a grandma who was trying to bring him to God and trying to drag him along, but he just kept having different things and different reasons to say God wasn't good enough or God wasn't faithful enough. He had issues with pastors. He just had issues with things that had to do with his faith. Well, finally, he and the Jumi character had sex, and the grandma kind of knew about it and was trying to get him to, say what happened, talk to me, what happened, but he kept on hiding it, only if he had confessed. But Jumi at that time felt so terrible. She felt something was wrong with her because she was so neck deep into this addiction. She would masturbate even in the office, anywhere, like anywhere. She would have phone sex at any time, anywhere. So she went at that time to go and seek for help. And do you know what happened? After she sought for help, gave her life to Christ, rapture had happened, and Jimmy was gone. The other three friends were actually left behind. So you see, Jadel had a weakness. She had the weakness of food. She liked food. Everything was about food. She liked food so much, so that was her own addiction. I mean, anyone who would look at Jadel would say, "Oh, this girl is a child of God. Oh, she loves God and everything." But she had issues with food, and she was having sex with a choir director and having abortions. And at that time, while they were in that scene, the rapture occurred and they were left behind. So it's a very interesting movie, great lessons for the youth, for the youth of today. And I really appreciate the Mount Zion Film Institute for bringing out this movie. It was so good. Well done, everyone. Well, my overall impression, if I'm to rate them over 10, I would say 7 over 10. And I'm giving them 7 over 10 because I had some issues. Yes, I had some issues. And I'll go to the issues right now. Okay, number one issue I had was with the lighting. The lighting wasn't so good, every time felt like it was nighttime, especially when they were inside. Like every time, my overall impression was like almost every time felt like nighttime, aside some of the scenes that, okay, daytime was like daytime, but every other time felt like nighttime. And the character of Kingsley's boss and his children, I felt as though they didn't have so much expression. Like they were just shown a few times, and yes, they acted theirs in Germany, but they were just shown a few times and that was it. We didn't really get to understand where the characters connected. Like those guys didn't really connect with the main movie. It was like they had their own part in the movie. And I didn't see the joining. I was thinking maybe Kingsley's boss would maybe try to talk to him about Christ because he had children abroad and all of that, who he was also always talking to about God too. But they came in with the drug addiction part, which was very good, which was a very good one. Well done, well done again. Another issue I had was with the subtitling. I think the subtitling didn't really flow very well. There were times when the words were beyond what the actors were saying, or we just had those mix up at some point. Then the last issue I had was with the props. God, the police that they are gone was so wooden. I mean, I had to just act like a child, to just say, okay, you know what, it's just a gun, believe it's a gun. I think we need more realistic props in the Christian movie industry. Well, for me, overall, I would say this movie is a very fantastic movie. I can see that a lot of young people are viewing it, and I also want more people to go and view it. Go and check out that movie on Damilola Mike Bamiloye's YouTube channel, and you certainly will be blessed. Thank you very much. I'm signing out now. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be coming to you with more reviews, more lifestyle content, more content about Christ, about faith, and about me. All right, everyone. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great week. Bye.